Hello, everyone. I welcome you all in Nikita's academic voyage. In this video, I'm going to share syllabus of B.ed first year so that you can go through the syllabus before getting into your previous year question paper. And to read any chapter, you should know about the syllabus, which important topic is going to be there in your examination. So for that, I'm here. I'm going to share the syllabus first, and then later we will start with the subjects. All right, let's get started with the syllabus of B.ed first year. All right. If you are from MDU University or related to that university, then this video is for you. Okay, so in the content, we have to see the year first because we are preparing for first year, and I'm not going to get into second year right now. So for this first year, what is the content that you have to read for your examination? All right, let's get started. First is childhood and growing up. This subject is important, childhood and growing up. And then you have contemporary India and education. This is the second paper that you have to cover it very, in a better way. Learning and teaching is another chapter, another subject that you have to prepare. So these three subjects are common. These three subjects are common in your syllabus. Now, related to other subjects, pedagogy of Hindi, English, Sanskrit, Urdu, mathematics, home science, biological science, and economics, computer science, music, physical science, social science, commerce, reading and reflecting on text. So, all right. So till here, pedagogy of commerce, this is a subject that is going to be different for different students. For example, you have to choose any two subjects for your pedagogy. So it depends on you with which subjects you are going to choose. Apart from that, you have some assignments related to your first year, that is reading and reflecting on texts. Apart from that, you have drama and art in education. You have to make project related to this, drama and art in education, critical understanding of ICT, and understanding of the self. These four subjects are for your project paper. Okay, so this is all you are going to do in your first year of your B.ed curriculum. All right, let's get into the second thing, that is the main thing related to your B.ed examination, that is a scheme of examination in which you're going to learn theory. Theory would be paper 1 to paper to 7. So to be implemented from the session 2015 to 16 as recommended by UG Board of Studies in Education. All right, you just have to remember that, okay, there are total 5 subjects in your curriculum in which you have to be master enough to crack your examination. So in first year, in childhood and growing up, balyavastha tatha balako ka vikas. I can't help you in Hindi because I'm preparing for English medium students. That's why my content are going to be in English only. All right, maximum marks and related to credit to the subjects. For example, total marks would be 100. Among them, you have 80 marks for your 3D paper and internal marks would be 20 marks. Number of credits, you are going to get 4 credits, and teaching hours per week or exam hours marks, that is 4. And this is going to be 3 hours of your examination, 80 marks for your theory paper, and 20 marks is for your internal exam. So in internal, you are going to get it from your college, and for theory paper, you have to write it in your examination hall. Then second paper is contemporary India and education, same Samkaleen Bharat Tatha Siksha, 100 marks, 80 marks for theory and 20 marks for internal, 4 credits, then 3 hours, 80 marks for theory. Learning and teaching, same, total 100 marks, 80 marks for theory, 20 marks for your internal, and then 4 credits and 3 hours for your exam, in which you have to write all the questions and you have to fill the pages. This is really important to do that. Pedagogy of school, subject 1. As I have said, 3 papers are common and you have to choose another 2 subjects. That is pedagogy of school, subject number 1 and subject number 2. It depends on you which subject you are going to choose. Then both of the subjects are also going to be the same, 100 marks each, 80 marks for theory and 20 marks for internal assessment. And paper is going to be of 3 hours. Okay. Enhancing professional capacities, EPC, but practicum. So in this, you have some project, as I have told you, that is reading and reflecting on text, that is of 50 marks and 2 credits. Drama and art in education, Siksha mein Kala or Natak. Then critical understanding of ICT, 50 marks, and understanding the self. This is going to be your subject. So total you have 7. So 7A, 7B, and this is 6A, 6B, that is reading and reflecting on text and drama and art in education. So in total you have 7 papers, 1 to 7. And this is all about your examination today. I have discussed about it. Year 2, I'm not going to discuss right now. It's all about paper 1, first year. Okay. Now I'm going to discuss syllabus of related chapters. For example, learning and teaching course number 3. This is paper number 3, learning and teaching. So in this, what you have to do is really important to know. You have your syllabus, you can open it out and you can read it for your understanding that what are going to come in your examination. So maximum marks 180 theory, internal 20. Now, for the benefit, you can read it out, right? I'm going to read it for you. Time is of 3 hours. Note for paper setter. So paper setter will set 9 questions in all, out of which students will be required to attempt 5 questions. You are going to get 9 questions, and out of 9 questions, you have to attempt 5 questions. Number 1 will be compulsory. Whatever the number 1 would be in your examination paper, that is compulsory. You have to attend it, and it will carry 16 marks. First number question carry 16 marks. Okay. First number question carries 16 marks, and there will be 4 short answer type questions of 4 marks each to be selected from the entire syllabus. So you have your syllabus, unit 1, 2, 3, and 4. Among them, you have to choose, and then you have to write it down. But your first number question would be compulsory, and apart from that, other 4 questions you have to attempt, and you will get some options there so that you can choose it from there. 2 long answer type questions will be set from each of the 4 units. So you will get 2 long answer type questions, and that is going to be set from your 4 units, whatever 4 units you have in your subject, among them. So out of 4 units, you have to attempt only 1 question from each unit. For example, you have 4 units. You'll get 4 units, section A, section B, section C, section D. This is 4 units, right? So among 4 units, you will get 2 questions each. And you have to choose only 1 question from the particular section. Okay? So how many questions are there? 4 questions and 1 question, which is of your first number, which is compulsory. You have to do it. All right. What are the objectives of this? After completion of the course, the students, teachers will be able to explain the concept and importance of teaching, explain the concept of phases and levels of teaching. All right. So here, objective is you have to complete your syllabus, your course, you have completed it. Now, what you're going to learn is to explain the concept and importance of teaching. You will learn the concept and importance of teaching. Then you will learn, you will explain the concept of phases and levels of teaching. First, you understood concept and importance. Then you will understand phases and levels of teaching. Okay, concepts of teaching, importance of teaching, phases of teaching, levels of teaching. Describe different theories of teachings, models of teaching, strategies of teachings. So again, which is the key word here? Theories, models, and strategies of teaching. Explain the concept, importance, and types of learning. Now, next question is concept, importance, and types of learning, not teaching. Describe Flanders interaction analysis along with the concept and types of evaluation. So in your syllabus, you have these things that you have to prepare. While preparing, you have to focus that, okay, these are few things that you have to pay attention to. All right, now I will go to the course content. So in course content, we have unit 1. In unit 1, you'll get teaching. So in teaching, you have to understand about the concept, nature of teaching, importance of teaching, phases of teaching, pre-active, interactive, and post-active teaching. Okay. Now teaching different from instructions. Teaching is different from instruction, training, and indoctrination. It is very important to learn the difference between instruction, training, and indoctrination. Concept, nature, importance, and phases of teaching. Now, levels of teaching, memory level, understanding level, reflective level. So, these all you are going to learn in unit number 1. Theories of teaching, formal theories, descriptive theories, and normative theories. So you have to know about the meaning of these theories, what is descriptive, what is formal, what is normative. So this is all about unit 1, which is easy if you will read it. Now unit number 2, models of teaching. So in models of teaching, you have Berner's concept attainment model, then mastery learning model, inquiry training model, Glasser's basic teaching model, and strategies of teaching. In strategies, you will learn about simulation, brainstorming, lecture, demonstration, team teaching. So this is all about the strategies of teaching. I'm not teaching you something out of the box and I have taken it from somewhere. No, it's all written in your syllabus. Open your syllabus and read it out from there. Just see that these are your syllabus, which is going to be in your book. If you're using Lakshmi publication, you're good to go because I'm using that book only. If you have that book, open and read it from there. Whatever I'm going to teach you in next class, I'm going to do it from Lakshmi publication book only. You will know the concept related to the subject, to topic, important questions related to that. So be ready because your examination is going to come in the month of July. So I feel that you should start your preparation right now. All right, this is all about the unit number 2. Okay, so as we have seen that in unit number 2, we have models of teaching, Berner's concept attainment model, mastery learning model, inquiry training model, Glasser's basic teaching model, and apart from that, we have the strategies of teaching, simulation, brainstorming, lecture, demonstration, team teaching. Unit number 3 is learning. Unit number 1, we have seen about teaching. Now, unit number 3, we are going to learn about learning. So in learning, you're going to again learn about concept, importance, types, factors affecting learning. What are the factors that are affecting learning? Concept of e-learning, m-learning, and online learning. So e-learning, m-learning, online learning. Constructivism, learning styles. Flanders interaction analysis that you have seen in the objective. So in Flanders interaction analysis, we have concept, procedure, significance in teaching learning. The use of ICT, computer, in teaching learning process. As for example, I'm teaching you right now, and this is all online class. I'm using my Zoom application to teach you here. And this is a kind of a teaching where you learn the application related to computer so that you can use it in whenever you need it. And right now everything is going to be digital, so we need to learn as a teacher what are the uses of ICT in teaching learning process. Unit number 4 is evaluation in teaching. Evaluation in teaching means what? You're evaluating, right? So you being a teacher, you should have evaluation technique or evaluation method. So learning process, concept, need, characteristics of evaluation, what kind of evaluation would be there. Evaluation devices would be like you are evaluating your student. It can be written format. It can be you're observing the student and then you are evaluating whether the student is learning something or not. So in evaluation devices, we have written, oral, observation. Types of evaluation, we have formative evaluation, summative evaluation, diagnostic evaluation. Grading and its types, then continuous and comprehensive evaluation. So you have to understand all about evaluation in unit number 4. So unit number 4 is basically about evaluation, and unit number 3 is all about learning, concept, importance, types, factors affecting, and unit number 2 is about models of teaching, and unit number 1 is about teaching only. Okay, so you got to know about the course content related to learning and teaching, which is paper number 3. And if you will remember all these 4 units, whatever the point is written in these units, you are going to get, an extra edge in your syllabus whenever you will learn from your book or your teacher is teaching you in the college. Then you will pay more attention to particular topic which is going to come in your exam, which is already in your syllabus. Task and assignment, any one of the following. It's written in the book that you have to draft a report on teachers' teaching style by 1 week classroom observation of 2 teachers, a survey-based report, study of case, and prepare a report on influential factors. Okay, leave these things. I just wanted to let you know about the syllabus of these particular subject. Now, next subject is childhood and growing up. Childhood and growing up course 1. That is, it is paper number 1. Maximum marks 100, theory 80, practical 20, and time is of 3 hours. What is in course content? Course content, you have development of child at different stages, childhood and adolescence. Childhood and adolescence, then you have concept, meaning, general principles of growth and development, stages of development. So in development of child at different stage, for example, you're a newborn baby, then you become teenager, then adult, then old age person. So like the development of child at different stage, childhood and adolescence. What is the concept? What is the meaning? What is the general principle of growth and development? Stages of development. What is growth? What is development? What is the difference between both of them? Across various stages from infancy to adolescence. It could be physical, intellectual, social, moral development. All these things is in development and childhood at different stages. Now, Pigot's concept of cognitive development, then Kohlberg theory of moral development, Erickson's psychosocial development theory, factors affecting growth and development. What are the factors which is affecting growth and development? Relative role of heredity and environment in development, concept of growth and maturation. You have seen concept of growth and development, and here you are seeing the concept of growth and maturation. Parenting styles, influencing developmental aspects of childhood and adolescence, impact of media on growing children and adolescents. What is the impact of media? Deconstruction of significant events that media highlights and creates. Okay, this is all about unit number 1. Unit number 2, you have understanding individual difference. You have to understand about individual, a particular person's difference. So concept of individual difference, factors influencing individual difference, educational implications of individual difference for teachers in organizing educational activities. So you have to understand about factors, concept, educational implications, okay, all differences for teachers in organizing educational activities. Dimensions of differences in psychological attributes, that is cognitive interest, aptitude, creativity, personality, values. Understanding individual from multiple intelligences perspective. You should have multiple intelligences practice. According to that, you are going to understand an individual with a focus on Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence. So you have to understand about what is Gardner's theory. And then you have to get deeper into that, like you are going to understand the individual's perspective and according to multiple intelligences. Implications for teaching learning. So what are the implications for teaching and learning? Understanding differences based on range of cognitive abilities, learning difficulties, slow learners, dyslexics, intellectual deficiency, intellectual giftedness, implications for catering to individual variations in view of difference rather than deficit perspective, methods, ways to understand children's adolescents' behavior. So you should know about the methods and ways of understanding children's and adolescents' behavior, how they behave, gathering data about children from different contexts. You can gather different data about the children's among different contexts. For example, naturalistic, natural it is, observations, you're observing and then getting data, interviews, you're taking via interviews, all those things, reflecting journals about children, anecdotal records, and narratives. This is all about unit number 1. It's very long chapter. Meaning, characteristics, and kinds of play and its functions, linkages with the physical, social, emotional, cognitive, games and groups, dynamics, rules of games, how children learn to negotiate differences and resolve conflict. Unit number 3 is theoretical perspectives. Okay, it was unit number 2. Now we have theoretical perspectives to enhance learning among children and adolescents. So you can see the whole picture is revolving around children and adolescents. So you should know about children and adolescents in deep. Learning, meaning, implicit knowledge and beliefs. Perspective on human learning, connectionist or behaviorist, Thorndike, classical, operant conditioning, cognitivist, insightful learning, Tolman's sign learning theory, constructivism, Berner's discovery learning, concepts and principles of each perspective and their applicability in different learning situations, relevance and applicability of various theories of learning for different kinds of learning situations, role of learner in various learning situations as seen in different theoretical perspectives, role of teacher in teaching learning situations. So you are a teacher, you're going to learn about all these things to understand a student, an individual perspective. So these are a few things. Unit number 4 is deprivation and deprived children, measures for their adjustment and education. Childhood in context of poverty and globalization. How a child's childhood was it in poverty or something else? In the context of poverty and globalization, we are talking. The current issues related to adolescent stress and role of teacher, that is increasing loneliness, changing family structures, rising permissiveness, issues in marginalization of difference and diversity, children living in urban slum, socially deprived girls, measures to bring improvement in their status, child rearing practices of children, separated from parents' practice of children's, separated children's in creches, children in orphanages, schooling, peer influences, school culture, relationship with teachers, teachers' expectations and school achievement, being out of school, overage learner, understanding needs and behavioral problems of children and adolescents, relationship with peers, friendship and gender, competition and cooperation, competition and conflict, aggression and bullying from early childhood to adolescence, substance abuse, drug addiction, impact of globalization, urbanization, and economic changes on construction and experience of children in childhood and adolescent age. So you can see each and everything about childhood and adolescent age related to all the context related to both these things. So you should know about all these important keyword to understand this chapter. This chapter is very long, so you have to pay attention on this chapter. Now, next is our contemporary Indian education, that is paper number 2. So in this paper, the same thing is written related to a a subject. Objective in this subject is contemporary and Indian education. So understand perspective in education, including social basis of education. Critically understand the constitutional values related to aims of education. Analyze varied aims of education and its process aspects. Develop their own view about education and its development in social and cultural context. Develop a personalized professional view of one's pedagogical role. Think critically about the prevailing conditions of the society and the remedies. Visualize meaningfully the contemporary India. Develop an understanding of trends, issues, and challenges of facing contemporary Indian society. Now, course content, unit number 1 is talking about Constitution of India and education. In Constitution of India and education, what you're going to learn about concurrent status of education, policies, acts, provisions related to education, education of marginalized and socially disadvantaged segments, education and fundamental rights, fundamental duties, Article 14, 15, 16, 30, and 51A. These all are important articles because it is already mentioned in your syllabus. DPSP, Director Principles of State Policy, Right to Education Act 2009. Unit number 2 in this subject is review of education commissions and policies in India. You have to review what were the education commissions in India, what were the policies in India, prominent characteristics of education in India during colonial rule, critical appraisal of recommendations of following commission, Secondary Education Commission, SEC, 1952 to 53. Indian Education Commission, 1964 to 66. National Policy of Education, 1986. Ramamurthy Education Commission, 1990. Program of Action, 1992. National Curriculum Framework, 2005. Needs and Objective. NCF. This is also very important. It has already came in your examination. All right. Unit number 3, contemporary issues in Indian education, universalization of elementary education and related issues such as MDM, SSA, RMSA. Okay, issues and debate on globalization, liberalization, privatization, LPG reforms. You have to learn it by your heart. You have to understand about these related topic because globalization, liberalization, and privatization is very important topic. Common school system, vocationalization of education, 3 language formulas, open learning and distance education system, modernization. In modernization, you have to learn about concept, advantage, and disadvantages of modernization. Unit number 4 is emerging concerns of Indian society and education, culture and education, democracy and education. So you are relating culture with education. Again, you are relating democracy with education. Inequalities in ancient, medieval, and modern education. New economic reforms, NER, and their impact on education. Education for technological empowerment, role of a teacher in the context of universal education, reservation of an egalitarian policy. So this is all about related to education, emerging concerns of Indian society and education. So how a society is very concerned about the education which we have to provide to our student or our adolescent children. So you have to know about all these things, contemporary issues in Indian education, review of education commission and policies in India, and then Constitution of Indian education. This is all about the chapter number, course number 2, that is paper number 2, contemporary Indian education. I hope it has given you some insight about the syllabus of B.ed first year and related to MDU University, Maharshi Dayanand University, and related to that university, which is in Haryana. If you really want to learn about all these things and you want to be better in your exam, you want to get good marks, then I'm going to be here. I'm going to come with more videos in which we are going to learn subject by subject. But remember one thing, I'm going to do all the 3 papers that we have discussed right now because this is common for all. I can't go about all the pedagogy subjects, but whatever I can teach, I will teach. Stay focused, stay tuned, and try to remember your syllabus. Have a look in your previous year question paper. I'm going to discuss that also. I'll discuss that particular subject wise, and then we will get into the particular topic of that particular subject. We will complete one by one, like all the subjects, and then we will good to go for your examination. So if you have any queries, if you want me to make some another videos on any other topic, then please comment below. I would love to make videos on that, and I would love to interact with you all people. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for listening to this video. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care.